First, I'll start with my current philosophy on the latest trends in education and learning. Speaking from my own experience as a student and a teacher, I find that using creativity in the classroom is the most conducive way for education. Also, it is important to introduce technology and the use of interactive learning in order to keep the students up to date with the rapid changes in our world. Learning from books is good, but using the internet and new information is even better. I recently did a one-day seminar with a Google educator and learned all kinds of ways to bring these tools into the classroom. A study had been done with a group of students, and within 1 year, their grades went up 2 levels. With new technology, we can make our kids even smarter. Secondly, since I've been teaching in Thailand, I'm going to briefly discuss the significant difference in their educational system here in comparison to the system that I am accustomed to using in the United States. Nearly every school in Thailand uses rote memorization. This is where the students repeat every word the teachers say. Today, the system is outdated, and many educators here in this country are working to change the formats in schools by observing other forms of education used abroad. Thais are beginning to see the value in having students come up with their own ideas in order to think on their own. This tactic allows for more freedom and opens channels for conversation, whereas simply providing answers and repeating through memorization provides little stimulation to the brain and can leave students having retained no knowledge whatsoever. I've had first-hand experience with observing the rote learning technique when my students were practicing their lines for the skit I wrote. I began to question how much information they actually retained. Did they even understand what they were saying? Did it make sense to them? So I saw a problem here within the system, and I wanted so badly to help, but the way the school was structured around this kind of learning left me feeling as if my hands were totally tied. I was certain that they were not able to comprehend or understand the scientific structure of the formation of the words, because when I tried to converse with them in some form of communication, they would just give me a blank stare along with a smile, and that seemed to be all they could do. So all that I could do was illustrate examples in speech itself, how to put emphasis on words, how to combine sounds, and work on pronunciation of the more difficult consonants. They could retain the words and sometimes the sound, but the meaning had been lost. So we then have to ask ourselves, what's the point? Thailand has been updating their educational system one piece at a time, but it's going a little too slow, and they're falling behind the rest of Southeast Asia at a very rapid rate. They want to bring change, but it is going to have to get quite serious and